Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue to unpack contemporary Chinese. And December is always dedicated to how contemporarily Chinese is being used. 草台班子 is today's expression. It's four. It's kind of long, right? But it becomes set phrase. So 草台班子. When we say it, it's 草台班子. And we don't have to, just like in English, we don't have to hear every syllable clearly. But when the four set together, I guess it's long enough, it's distinctly the meaning of a bunch of amateurs. And it's a bunch of, so 班子 means it's more than one person. To consider as a 班, like a 班, we use 班 actually to mean class. And then we have 级, means grade. So it's a reference to your class in the school. And so that means it's a group of people. And 草台班子 simply is, I guess it's referred to the old traditional expression of entertainers come to town and they set up stage by using grass. So it's not permanent stage. And they just temporarily prop something to entertain people. And because from the stage, it's made of grass, it could be like a haystack or something, right? So it's elevated, but it's not permanent. And it's kind of contemporary to use that the stage production was not, a permanent thing, therefore not a professional thing. To use the people performing on that type of stage, the grass stage. They are not professionals. So we simply use that to mean it's a group of amateurs. Okay. Grass. This imagery is made of three parts. You can see the top, the double trident looking thing is by itself already something grassy, something related to the thing that doesn't have a tree trunk. So we only describe, because it's a shallow, right? So we describe something that's not deeply rooted. It's kind of on the surface level as the grass visually. Otherwise, we're going to draw the root underneath, right? So this, and double probably because grasses come in groups, comes in clusters. It's not an individual one puff of things. It's a whole area covered by the same thing. Okay, so that's the top, and the middle is oval shape with one horizontal line is energetic ball. Originally it's a ball. It's intended to be a circular thing, but on this limited space, and also like our humans, it's hard to draw a perfect circle. So why even try? So eventually this sun symbol become kind of a squashed oval shape with horizontal line. That's important, the critical part of it, because that signifies the energy, the light, the heat coming from the sun. So this is the sun in the middle. The bottom is a seed popping out of a shell, exact moment of that. We can see the outside, the wrapper, that's the shell. And then here, also horizontal line. So Chinese use horizontal lines to indicate things. It's not necessarily drawing something realistically. So just like the sun, the energy, how to express energy is one horizontal line to mean something in there. And here the seed comes in all shapes, right? So just super simplified as that. And horizontal line again. And then this vertical line is a directional to show it's popping out from inside to outside of this shell. So seed popping when the sun rising with the grass groups over there, the whole imagery is almost like over verbalization. I forgot that expression. It's like a lengthy way to say what grass is, because the top of it is already the grass symbol. But I guess here is emphasizing how grasses reproduce by their seed. popping out of sun. And the moment when they pop is when the sun heat them up, um, because probably it's early in the morning, that the temperature contrasts from the night to daytime. When the sun heat up, it's more easy to pop. That's the reproduction of the grass emphasized there. And then plus the grass symbol. It's like make sure, double make sure it's the grass we're talking about here. Okay, stage, we have the mouse symbol at the bottom, and we have a spoon symbol on the top. So for ancient times, food security was not a given. When you can enjoy something like a soup, this is exactly feeding on soup imagery, right? We have the mouse symbol, and we have actually the mouse symbol comes from the pot. So here we can see it's a spoon, like a ladle, scoop something liquid, right? Good food, soup from the pot. We use that imagery to describe something pleasant going to happen. But eventually, I think this here means a stage is a converge of imagery that, like contemporary, two versions of Chinese, simplified traditional Chinese. We have the box at the bottom and this kind of triangle looking thing, which is the super simplification of the spoon. And by the way, this spoon or the ladle doesn't look the ladle we are having these days, right? It's more contorted ancient times version, that the imagery of this ladle over pot overlap with the imagery of some foundation. This box thing at the bottom, and then the triangle on the top means gathering. So it's like raised, elevated box, right? Like a stage. And then for gathering of, I guess, gathering of people implied there, to say this is some elevated ground. And that's eventually associated with stage. Okay, 班子, the left and right looks exactly the same. And that is the jade symbol. Because in ancient times, jade used as currency, one. And also ancient times, jade used as ID of a people of certain status. So it's almost like the government officials, when they hold a certain rank in a government, they're going to have a certain jade. I don't know too deep about that, but the jade was frequently used in Chinese cultures back then. And because the jade was uniquely streaked, so it has a certain pattern, each unique to the particular piece. So that's an easy way. It's also almost like we use a thumbnail. I mean, our fingerprint, right? Because fingerprint is unique. Just like that, the jade pattern is unique. So we use that as a unique identifier of certain rank in a government officials. And when you have a knife in the middle, means you cut something. So knife, just like making the concept small, you separate jade from jade. So when you do this separation, either as a jade or as the associated jade ID back then, you're kind of group them differently. So this jade and that jade, they don't belong together. They have different pattern, or they were issued for signifying for different ranks. So they cut into different cohorts. Okay. 子, we have this big-headed baby pick-me-up position, right? And reaching the arms above. That's a Chinese simplification of what baby is. Is even before toddler age, because the legs were not described over there, only the head and upper body. I mean, the lower body is like one stroke in there. So this baby person eventually to mean a person. So Chinese, I guess, apply 子, originally meaning baby, to all ages eventually. Okay, so but okay, this is 子. I guess the Western ear probably hear 老子, right? It's the same 子 there. And in that situation, 老子actually, I guess ancient scholars only reaching a certain status, like our ancient sages, then they would adopt the title of what 子. So it could be a respected title as well, even if it came from the baby, but it was applied in all kinds of situations. Here, 班子 means cohort person, meaning it's not only a group, but individuals made up of that group. And 草台班子 is simply to say this is a group of amateurs. And I mean, I applaud this young man creating music with equipment. But over here, you can see it's amateur, right? It's he probably is not as well equipped, but he made the effort. Maybe one day he becomes a pro. But at this stage, at the beginning, right, it's exploration, learning stage. Probably still be very entertaining to his family. But that's amateur. And Chinese, in the context of today, often use amateur 草台班子 expression to describe their own amateur behaviors from the government, like government issue policies not well thought through or not well executed, just bad at governing. And it's kind of 草台班子 used on them. At the same time, I mean, sometimes it was refers to the US government as well. It's like very discoordinated way or disruptive, something is not feeling like a stable governmental behavior. And that's 草台班子. All right. Thank you for your time. See you another day.